Avnishaji, can you hear me? Which factors the resistance of a conductor depends? Only your voice is not audible.
So,
Hmm.
can you hear now?
Yes, yes. Tell me.
The length of the conductor,
Okay.
then the temperature,
Length
so I
of the
think
conductor.
temperature because yesterday I couldn't know much, so when I googled and checked and all it was there.
Mm-hmm.
The nature,
Nature, length, then
uh,
one more important.
cross section, uh,
Area of cross section.
area of cross section.
Okay,
Okay.
so the temperature it's not there. Okay,
Okay,
see,
so
because if resistance changes with the temperature, what will happen? So there is a slight change, but it's like it will not impact, will not have a much impact.
okay, so
But see what happens. See, when the temperature changes, the resistance value changes. What will happen? These resistors we will be including in different devices, like in hands, mobile, fridge, inverter. So different electronic devices having these resistors, right? So if the temperature changes and the resistance changes, what will happen? So that will impact the entire circuit, right? That we design. The current will change. So that will create problem for the devices, electronic devices. So resistance will not change in an effective manner when the temperature changes. But there will be slight change, but that will not impact any circuit. Okay. So the most important thing that impact the resistance or the length of, first you can say the area of the conductor, area of cross section of the conductor, the length of the conductor, and the material used to make that particular resistor. So how the resistance changes when I'm increasing the area of cross section, Manu? When I'm increasing the area of cross section of a conductor, how the resistance changes?
Sir, it will decrease.
It will decrease. Okay. So when I increasing the length of the conductor, how the resistance will change, Anjana? When I'm increasing the length of a conductor, how the resistance changes. Anjana, can you hear me?
Sir, can you hear?
Yes. When I'm
Sir,
question, is it clear to you?
can you repeat?
When I'm increasing the length of a conductor, how the resistance changes?
Sir, it will increase.
It will increase. Okay. When I doubling the length of the conductor, the resistance also will increase. So, what is resistivity, Avani Diga? What is resistivity?
Constant of proportionality.
Answer is not complete. It's not constant of proportionality. Constant of proportionality is available in all the relations. Like, see, for this Ohm's law, voltage is directly proportional to current. There, the constant of proportionality is resistance. Okay, so if you're saying it is constant of proportionality, it is not right. Resistivity, I explained it yesterday, right?
Resistance offered by a wire having unit length and a unit area of cross section.
Yes, unit length and unit area of cross section. So that resistance of a wire of unit length and unit area of cross section, we will call it as resistivity. Since its resistance of unit length and unit area of cross section, it will not change with the increasing length, or it's not dependent on the dimensions. Okay, only it depends on the nature of the material used. So we study all these things. Now, today what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss the resistance of a system of resistors. Resistance of a system of resistors. What is system of resistors means? What is the system of resistors means? Multiple resistors, right? More than one resistance. That is system of resistors. See, we can connect resistors. If there are multiple resistors or a system of resistors, we can connect these resistors in different way. You can connect like this, or you can connect. Suppose I am having three resistors R1, R2, and R3. I am connected this way. This is one way of connection. I can connect these resistors like this. Can you differentiate the connection between these two, this and this? This type of connection we will call it as series connection, one after another. One after another. This type of connection we will call it as what? We will call it as parallel connection. Here resistors are connected in parallel. It's not one after another. You see all the points, see the 2 points, all the 2 points of resistors, or the 2 points of all the resistors are connected, or it's common, right? So this left side of all the resistors is connected to a common point A, and the right side of all the resistors are connected to another common point B. So if we have a connection like this, we can say that these resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, clear? Clear? You should be able to differentiate. When you see a circuit, you should be able to differentiate which are the resistors connected in series and which are the resistors are connected in parallel. So clear, Manu?
Yes, sir.
Clear. What about others? Any doubt? Anjana?
No, sir.
No. Now, let me show some diagram and ask. You should able to differentiate which are the resistors connected in series and which are in parallel. Now, you see this figure, first figure. Here, I'm just writing R1, R2, R3, R4. Abhijit, tell me, which are the resistors in parallel?
Sir, R3 and R4.
R3 and R4 are parallel. Which are the resistors are in series? Adish.
Yes, sir.
Which are the resistors are in series?
Sir, R1 and R2.
Yes, R1 and R2 are series. Here, one more point we have to understand. See, this R1 and R2 is also series. Okay, so if you find an equivalent for this R3 and R4, okay, equivalent. So there will be equivalent resistance. This parallel R3 and R4, we can find an equivalent resistance, and we can connect like this. For example, this 100 ohm and 200 ohm. I'm just saying it is 150 ohm is the equivalent. So instead of connecting that two resistors like this, I can connect a single resistance of 150 ohm like this. Now this R1 and R2 also I can find a equivalent resistance. Let it be 500 ohm. Okay. Now this R equivalent 1 and R equivalent 2 also series. Okay. Oh, so that I will explain. So if first you have to you should be able to differentiate which are the resistors in series, which are the resistors are in parallel. Okay. So that is the first thing you have to understand. Next, we will see now I'm taking a circuit like this. Okay, this circuit here, all the resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in series. Okay, so in this circuit I am connected a ammeter like this and three different voltmeter V1, V2, V3 here across R1, R2 and R3. Here I connected a battery also. Now if you measure the current passing through this ammeter, see, let it be a current. I am measuring using an ammeter. I am getting a current I is equal to, just randomly I am writing, it's 2 amp. Okay. Instead of connecting ammeter here, I am connecting ammeter here. Instead of connecting ammeter here, I am connecting here. Can you tell me what will be the reading? I am connecting here. What will be the reading? What will be the reading in the ammeter? This will be same 2 ampere. If I am connecting ammeter here also, I will get the current I is equal to all the cases. Here I am connecting a series. Here I am connecting. So in all the cases, I will get I as 2 ampere. All the cases I am getting a current I is equal to 2 ampere. So what you can understand from here, if resistors are connected in series, the current passing through each resistors are same. Why? Why? There is no other path for the current to flow. There is no other path to flow the current. Only one path is right? So the current I will be passing through all these resistors. So that's the first point you have to understand. When we connected different resistors in series, the current passing through each resistors are same. Clear? Clear? Yes or no? First point. Yes. Now I am connected voltmeter across each resistor. The reading in the voltmeter 1, voltmeter 2, voltmeter 3 will be different. Here suppose I am getting 1 volt, here will be these 2 volt, like that. So the V1, V2, V3 will be different. So what we can understand from here, the voltage across each resistors that is connected in parallel are different. So 2 points. When resistors are connected in series, the current passing through each resistors are same, but the voltage across each resistor are different. So current is same, voltage are different when we are connected resistors are in series. Clear? So no. Can I sleep or not? If you are not responding, I will get sleep.
Sir, clear.
Others, Manu, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, similarly, I'm going to connect, which is the next connection. I'm going to connect resistors are parallel. See, here I connected R1, R2, R3 are in parallel. Now, you see, the current is coming from this battery, reaches at this point X. These resistors are in series or parallel? Adish, these resistors R1,
Yes,
R2 are in parallel or series?
sir, parallel.
Parallel. So you see, when the current I reaches at this point, what happens? It can flow in three different directions. Okay. So, for example, a 10 ampere current is, for example, a 10 ampere current is coming here. So it will get split into, let it approximately, I'm writing 5 ampere, 2 ampere, then 3 ampere, like that. This is approximate reading. Okay, it's not correct, but the total will be equal to 10 ampere. So the 10 ampere will split into different branches with different currents. So I'm taking this is a I1, I2, I3. Total current is I, and I will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. So here the current are different. The current passing through each resistors are different when resistors are connected in parallel. But if I measure the voltage, it will be always same. The voltage across each resistor, because see, if I'm measuring voltage R1 across R1, I will be connecting across X and Y, right? Voltmeter. For R2 also, for measuring the voltage across R2, I will be connecting the voltmeter across between X and Y. For measuring all the cases, all the three cases, I will be connecting this voltmeter between X and Y. So the voltage is always same. So here the 2 points that we have to remember is, when we connect the resistors are in parallel, the voltage is same. The voltage across each resistor is same, but the current is different. Clear? Resistors, what is resistors in series? How we can connect resistors in parallel? When resistors are connected in series, which will be same, current or voltage? Abhijit, when resistors are connected in series, which will be same, current or voltage?
Current.
Current. Voltage will be different. When resistors are connected in parallel, current will be different through each resistors, but the voltage across each resistors will be equal to what? Same. Voltage is same. So these 3 points, or these points, you have to remember. Here I1 is equal, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. In previous case, where here suppose this is resistors in parallel. So here the voltage are different. So voltage will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is the supply voltage. The battery voltage will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus. Okay. So these points you have to understand. So here, any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Now we have a small derivations. Okay. So we have to find out the equivalent resistance. when resistors are connected in series, when resistors are connected in parallel, we have to find out an equivalent resistance. What is this equivalent resistance? What is this equivalent resistance? Instead of connecting these three resistors, see, for example, let me draw. What is equivalent resistance? Can anybody tell what is equivalent resistance? Here, I'm connected R1, R2, R3 in series, right? So, suppose R1 is equal to 10 ohm. This is 1 ohm. Okay. This is let it be 2 ohm. Okay. I'm applying a voltage V is equal to 10 volt, and I'm getting a current. Let it be I is equal to 1 ampere. Okay, I is equal to 1 ampere. So, equivalent resistance is what? So, a single resistance equivalent to this combination of R1 and R2, R3 gives a current of 1 ampere. That equivalent resistance is another resistance. If I connected replacing these three different resistance across the same battery of V is equal to 10 volt, it will give the same amount of current of I is equal to 1 ampere. So then we can say that this resistance is equivalent to this R1, R2, R3. So instead of connecting these three resistors in series, I can connect this single resistor. I can replace these three resistors and I can connect a single resistance in the circuit. So this single resistance, we can say that it is equivalent to these three resistors which are connected in series. Clear? So we have to find out an equation to find equivalent resistance. So before that, you have to understand what is equivalent resistance. Any doubt on that? What is equivalent resistance? Any doubt? Or is it clear?
Sir, can you repeat that?
Okay. So see this R1, these resistors are connected in series, right? R1, R2, R3. Okay. So I just writing this resistance of R1 as 10 ohm, R2 as 1 ohm, R3 as 2 ohm. And I am applying a potential difference of 10 volt. And I am measuring the current through this using an ammeter. I am getting it as 1 ampere. Okay, 1 ampere. Now, I have to replace these three resistance with a single resistance. The single resistance in such a way that the current through this circuit is 1 ampere. Okay, clear? I have to replace three resistance with a single resistance in a such a way that the current should be 1 ampere. There should not be any change in the current. I have to maintain the same current in the circuit for this same potential difference of 10 volt. Here also 10 volt, here also 10 volt. I have to get the same current 1 ampere. Then we can say that this resistance is equivalent resistance or equivalent. The impact is equivalent to this three resistors, right? Because I'm getting the same current. Then we can say that the single resistance is equivalent to these three different resistors which are connected in series. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Abhijit, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have to find out an equation to find the equivalent resistance when resistors are connected in series. When here three resistors are connected in series, right? So in this case, that equation for R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R. We have to just add to find out the equivalent resistance. If there are n number of resistors, in the place of three resistors, there are n number of resistors. In that case, R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus etc. plus Rn. Okay, just you have to add the resistance of individual resistors to find out the equivalence. Now, in your textbook, there is a derivation. How this equation coming R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. How it is coming. So, there is a derivation. So, let me show that. See, here, what will be same and what will be different? Current will be same and the voltage V1 and V2, V3 are different. So can I write the total voltage? This supply voltage V is equal to what will be the supply voltage V in terms of the individual voltage? V is equal to, can I write like this, V1 plus V2 plus V3. Can I write this or not? Can I write like this?
Yes.
How many Shaji can I write like this? V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. All of you,
think
please.
yes.
Can I write? Your voice is not audible. Louder.
Sir, I think yes.
You should be confident. We can write like this, right? So the total voltage will be equal to the voltage drop across each resistors when the resistors are connected in series. Now, apply Ohm's law here. So the voltage drop across these resistors is V1. The resistance value is R1. Okay. The current passing through resistor is what? I. Now apply Ohm's law here, only here, this portion. And tell me, represent in terms of voltage, you represent in terms of current and resistance. How we can write V1? What is Ohm's law? Anjana, apply Ohm's law here and represent the V1, the potential drop across, the potential difference across this R1 in terms of current and resistance. Anjana, am I audible? Manu, can you tell me how we can represent V1 in terms of the current and resistance?
IR.
IR or IR1? Because the resistance is R1 here, right?
IR1.
So we can represent I into R1. Similarly, we can represent V2 as I into R2. Similarly, we can represent as I into R3 V3. So I is common, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So V is equal to I into R1 plus R2. I'm giving as equation 2. Now I just represented this circuit with its equivalent. Let it be the equivalent resistance is R. Yes, since it is series connection, I'm just representing the equivalent resistance as RS. The current is same I. Voltage is V. So can I represent this voltage V in terms of like this? The total voltage I into RS. Voltage I can represent V is equal to I into RS, right? If I am replacing these all three resistors with an equivalent resistor, the current will be same I itself. So this voltage I can represent, the supply voltage I can represent the current in the equivalent resistor. So I am writing this I into R, which is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now this I and I will get cancelled. So we will get the equivalent resistance Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Clear? Clear? How we derive this equation? Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Clear to all of you? Anjana,
Yes, sir.
Abhijit, Adish,
Yes, sir.
clear, right? No doubt. Okay. Now, this is a case of series connection. Similarly, you have to find out the equivalent resistance when resistors are connected in parallel. Let me take the parallel connection. Can you derive this equation by your own? In the same way. Yeah. Here we started with equation 1, right? So where we started, here the voltage is different. So I have started with the voltage. But in this case, the current is different. In this case, the current is different. The total current I is equal to what? I1 plus I2 plus I3. You start from here and derive an equation. This is resistors in parallel, okay? Resistors in parallel. So we are going to find out the equivalent resistance RP. Okay. So which is different, current is different. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now we find out an equation for RP in the same way that we did done for the series connection. Try to do this in a piece of paper or in your notebook also you can do. All of you, please. If you understood the previous, this is very simple. And tell me the answer. We have to find out the equivalent resistance of parallel connection. നോക്കണേ please do it. All of you, please switch on your camera. For series connection, we derived that Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, you have to find out the equivalent resistance when resistors are connected in parallel. Manu, what about you?
It's the same answer.
Same answer. Anjana,
Yes, sir.
Anjana, what is the answer?
Sir, can you wait a little?
Voice is low. Did you get the answer?
No, sir.
No. See, let me do this. See, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So, how I can represent I1 based on Ohm's law? I1 is the current passing through resistor R1. So, we know the current and resistance, right? So, I we can represent V is equal to I into R. So, I is equal to V by R as per Ohm's law, right? So, apply here the first resistance R1. So, the I1 is equal to voltage across R1, that is V itself, right? Because the voltage across each resistors will be same when they are connected in parallel. So V by R1 plus V by R2 for the second branch, and third branch it is V by R3. Okay, so the total current, if I am replacing this with a single equivalent resistance, voltage, that will be a current I, and I am representing an equivalent resistance Rp. Now, in that case, I can represent the total current I is equal to V by Rp, equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. If I am taking V outside, I will get the answer as 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Clear? So this is the equivalent resistance. So if you find, if they are given R1, R2, R3, then they will tell that you can please replace these three resistors with an equivalent resistance. Then you have to find out the equivalent resistance. 1 by Rp you will get. So here finally you have to find out the Rp, reciprocal. Okay, you have to find out. Then you have to replace these three resistors with that equivalent resistance. Here, so when the resistors are connected in series, the equivalent resistance Rs is equal to sum of each resistors. When they are connected in parallel, what? The equivalent resistance, the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If there are n number of resistors, etc. plus 1 by R. Okay. So, we will do some problems. Okay. Do this problem. In the circuit diagram given, okay, suppose the resistors R1, R2, R3 have the values 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm respectively, which have been connected to a battery 12 volt. What we need to find out? The battery voltage is 12 volt. We have to find out question number A. The current through each resistors. The current through each resistors. And question B. The total current in the circuit, that is I. First question was we have to find out I1, we have to find out I2, we have to find out I3. And second question was we have to find out current I. And question C is the total circuit resistance. What do you mean by total circuit resistance? Manu, what do you mean by the total circuit resistance? Manu,
Sir, sum of all three.
it's not sum, it's equivalent resistance. Here, if you sum, it is a parallel connection, right? It is not sum. How to take the reciprocal, right? Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Sum of the reciprocal is equal to the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance. Then from after getting, let it be 10 ohm. That is 1 by Rp. Here we have to find out Rp like this 1 by 10 is equal to 0.1 ohm. Like that you have to find out the equivalent. So total circuit resistance means it is not summing up. It means the equivalent resistance. Okay? Equivalent resistance. Do it. First you have to write down what are the things given. R1 equal to R2, sorry, R1 is equal to 5 ohm, R3 is equal to this value. So all the given things you write down. Then you come to the first question. Current through each resistor. Once you got the answer for question A, please tell me. You have to find out I1, I2 and I3. See, what will be the voltage before that? Let me ask. What is the volt? What will be the voltage across R1? Anjana, the supply voltage is given. It is 12 volt. What will be the voltage across R1?
Sir, V by R1.
What is the voltage? across R1. I am asking the voltage. The supply voltage is given as 12 volt. What will be the voltage if I connected a voltmeter like this and I'm measuring the voltage across R1? What will be the voltage?
Sir, 1/5.
See this. What will be the voltage, Abhijit, across the resistance R1?
Sir, 12
12. Why?
voltage across resistors are equal.
Because it is connected in parallel, right? So since these resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in parallel, the voltage across each resistor will be equal to the same supply voltage, 12 volt. Okay. Now you can find out the current passing through this I1. How I can find out I1? Anjana, tell me. Apply Ohm's law. The resistance value you know, 5 ohm. The voltage you know, 12 volt. The voltage across R1 is 12 volt. The current passing through that resistance R1 is what? The resistance is 5 ohm. The voltage is 12 volt. How you can find out I1, Anjana? Using Ohm's law. Anjana,
Yes, sir.
how are you're not able to understand or not? Is it clear? Any doubt?
Sir, line between your voice is breaking for me.
So
Sir,
how I can find out the current I1?
sir, 1/R1.
1 by R1. How?
Hello. V
Ohm's
by
law. Apply Ohm's law here. See, think what are given and what we have to find out. We have to find out the current I1 through this R1. So, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, right? So, we have to find out the current I is equal to V by R. Here the R is given, it is 5 ohm. Voltage is also given 12 volt across this resistor. So, we can find out I1 as 1. Voltage 12 divided by
5.
5, right? 12 divided by 5. See, that's why I'm telling. See, first you write what are the things given and what you have to find out. Similarly, you find out I2, I3.
Sir,
Up.
12 by 10. 12
Hmm.
by 30.
10 by
Sir, 12 by 10.
12 by 10.
10 and 12 by 30.
12 by 30. Simplify that.
6 by 5 and 6 by 15.
Let me see. I1 you will get 2.4 ampere. I2 you will get 1.2 ampere. What is the value of I3? Shaji? What is the value of I3? Avani, Shaji, can you hear me? What is the value of I3? Anu, what is the
Sir,
value of I3?
0.4 ampere.
0.4
4 ampere.
ampere. Okay. So I think so. How all of you got the same answer? 2.4, 1.2, and zero point 0.4. Avanadiga, did you get the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now find out the total current in the circuit. We have to find out the current I. Total current I. I we have to find out. How we can find out? We found I1, I2, and I3. Then how we can find out the total current I? Manu,
Sir, the sum of all three.
yes, since it is a parallel connection, right? The current, main current I is going to split I1, I2, I3. So we can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, so find out the total current. See, please understand this. So don't expect the same question. So there will be twisted question. So if you are not understanding what is current, what is charge, what is potential difference, what is resistance, and how what is the combination of what is series connection of resistance, when we connect a resistors in series, how the current and voltage changes across each resistor. So all these things you have to understand and should be in your mind. Otherwise, you will not be able to do the problems of this chapter, because the problems are going to come in this chapter is will be combine all these concepts. Okay, so all these concepts that you studied on daily basis, I'm taking small portions on each classes. Study it and memorize. So the total current is 4 ampere. So we got answer for the question B and question A. Now you find out the total circuit resistance or equivalent resistance. Find out. It's a parallel connection. What is the equation for to find the equivalent resistance for a parallel combination of resistor? Avani Shaji, can you hear me? Anjana, what is the equation to find out the equivalent resistance? Anjana, Anjana, can you hear me? Abhijit, what is the equation to find out the equivalent resistance?
Sir, 1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3.
Okay. So what is the answer you got, Avani, Adika? Equivalent resistance
3 ohm.
3 ohm. Anjana, can you hear me or not? I'm not getting any response from Avani Chachi and Anjana. Anjana, See, all of you got the answer, right? Okay. So I will stop today. I'll give some homework. You have 1 week time. So before next Friday, you have to submit it. Okay. So we'll stop today. Thank you.